What's going on, guys? It's Evan here from Evan's Sports Corner. I'm back here with another live stream today. I'm gonna be watching the Dallas Mavericks versus Boston Celtics on TNT. Finally get to watch my favorite basketball team play. Going up against the Boston Celtics today, featuring their two All-Stars. Jayson Tatum making his second straight All-Star appearance, and then Jaylen Brown, a first-time All-Star. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. But us Mavericks, we have our own superstar, Luka DONCIC, a superstar in the league. And tonight, him and the Mavericks going up against Jayson Tatum. This could be my final live stream with Kristaps Porzingis on the Mavericks. Been a lot of buzz going around. Starting laps tonight, we got Jayson Tatum, Daniel Tice, Tristan Thompson, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker. On the Mavs, we got Dorian Finney-Smith, James Johnson, Dwight Powell, Josh Richardson, Luka Doncic. You might be wondering, where's Marcus Smart? Well, he might not start, but where's Marcus Smart? Where's Kristaps Porzingis? They're injured tonight. They're out. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. No reason Porzingis needs to get traded.
Oh my. I know this is my mom. No, my mom. Déjame hablar. Él no hace nada. Él no quiere hablar.
Tip-off's already been won. By the Celtics. Let's see what we got.
No es cierto, déjamelo en paz.
Kemba. Kemba going in. To Tatum. Jayson Tatum with the first point of the game. Oh, never mind. Shot clock violation, apparently. Points do not count. See that, Jayson Tatum, you're bad. Shot didn't count. Zero. Oh wait, they called it a bucket now. Apparently the refs realized they got it wrong. So it's 2-0. Luka Doncic to Josh Richardson. How about a jumper? Ah, frick. Like to see Dwight Powell in the lamp, though. Good to see Dwight healthy. Jaylen Brown now. Both of the Celtics All-Stars have hit fadeaway jumpers to start the game.
Maybe more, but
that's good.
The point.
For most people watching their favorite basketball team, how about another fadeaway? James Johnson for 2. Nice shot. Most people watching their favorite basketball team is a given. You don't take it for granted, and you probably take it for granted. I don't get to watch my favorite basketball team, and I haven't watched my favorite hockey team this season, so don't take watching your favorite sports teams for granted. As I say that, Tatum, ooh, la la, beautiful 3-pointer. 7-2. James Johnson? Buckets. 7-4.
I know. Make it 15.
Why isn't he in the All-Star game? I mean, why wouldn't he be? Alex Caruso's in the All-Star game. Well, we're trying to get him voted in. Him again. And the mismatch in the post makes it 9-4. Luka, critical pass to to Dwight Powell. He gets the mismatch. Gets the foul. But Dwight Powell has a little bit of a jumper, so he should be able to knock the free throws down. Dwight Powell is a good player. He's played 18 games this season. He's averaging around 5 points, around 3.5 rebounds. So, it's pretty solid.
What prize did you win?
Pitt is a pretty solid NBA player. I think he just apparently missed a second free throw. Made it. I don't know. I think he made both. Dylan Brown trying to get the N1. He gets the foul. And he will now go to the free throw line. 9-6. Now with the Kristaps Porzingis rumors buzzing around, Mark Cuban comes out saying he's fed up with the rumors. But, look, if you're really going to come out here and think that Mark Cuban saying, oh, this is not happening. Oh, Boston is 15-15 this season. I didn't know that. 500 or worse for the first time since 2014-15, I believe. In the first 30 games, the Celtics have been a very consistent team. We're going back to the, before Kyrie Irving days of the Celtics. Paul, I don't know if that was Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, but Luka pulls up for 3, knocks it down, 11-9. Good shot, Luka. Yeah, so with the Kristaps Porzingis rumors, particularly the Warriors on Kemba. You can't let Kemba shoot. That's bad. 14-9, timeout call. I like Kristaps Porzingis. Here's the thing. I don't want a first-round pick attached to Andrew Wiggins. I don't want that. Him and Luka are good friends. If they're going to trade KP, I want to see, James Wiseman or somebody like that coming to our team. I don't want to see a draft pick. You're not going to waste a year of Luka, trying to do something with a draft pick for the future. I just don't. If you're going to do that, don't put in. If a trade with the Warriors is almost guaranteed to have Andrew Wiggins in it, because Andrew Wiggins' contract matches Porzingis's, and obviously they're not the same caliber players, but if we're gonna make a trade where you gotta make sure the salaries work, and Wiggins makes the most sense. And so far, the reported trade, if that were to happen, would be Porzingis for Wiggins and a pick. And I don't want a pick, even if the pick from the Warriors is an extremely valuable pick. I don't care. I don't want to waste years of Luka in Dallas. I don't know. If we're trading KP, we're getting another player back. Who knows what the New York Knicks are thinking right now? Honestly, they should probably not be thinking anything. Maybe they're, in their office right now smirking, going, we told you. But, the Knicks are not looking too good themselves. Where it was all hyped early in the season. And then the relevance, the season kicked in, and all the reality came. And their relevance just went back down to, earth. Same with Julius Randle. So, honestly, we're looking at a team like the Knicks. It's like Colin Sexton. Oh, I remember everybody was talking about Sexton and Garland in the beginning of the season. And what are we at right now? Well, let's look at the ESPN standings. Where are all these teams that were supposed to make the freaking playoffs at the beginning of the season? Sexton, Garland, all of these teams. By the way, very sad Tiger Wood thing, hopefully Tiger Woods is okay. He had surgery, so hopefully he's okay. So, NBA standings, right? We're hearing about how great. Okay, the Knicks actually aren't bad. They're the 7th seed, 15 and 16. They're actually right behind the Celtics, so shout out to the Knicks, I guess. But my gosh, the Cavaliers are 10 and 21.
Is Todd home yet?
I mean, let's look at the Cavs right now. Oh my gosh. And let's not even. How long is their win streak? Losing streak? Gosh. That's a long winning streak. Wow. Boy, did those guys sink back down to earth. But anyway, we're at 14-11 right now. Jaylen Brown, Kemba. Ooh, I like that fake by Kemba, 16-11. I mean, pretty bad defense. Man, I don't know. This Mavericks team, here's the thing. The Mavericks had pretty lofty expectations going into the season with Luka. This was a team that had some pretty high expectations. So far, I don't see it. We're a decent team, but last year with the way that we almost beat the Clippers, I thought, this team has so much gosh darn upside. But they don't. Luka has to force a shot late, and the shot clock misses. How about Dwight Powell getting the little alley-oop? Good shot. I like that. 16-13. KP sits on the sideline. Look, I like Kristaps Porzingis a lot. He's a good player. I like him. But I am not. Oh my God, James Johnson. That's why you're not All-Star, man. I'm not too happy with the way, how injury prone he is. Look, you're gonna play with Luka Doncic. You're gonna have to you gotta put up results, and my gosh, KP doesn't stay on the field, or the court. So hopefully KP can continue to stay healthy. And if the Mavericks do end up trading him, I don't know. That'd be really interesting. Honestly, I would probably, make a video about it, of course. But I'd probably do a media reaction. But, we'll see if that does happen, how the trade pans out. I mean, the Mavericks, who knows? The Mavericks might trade Kristaps Porzingis during the middle of the game. They did to Harrison Barnes a couple seasons ago. That was hilarious. I remember, does anybody remember when the Mavericks traded Harrison Barnes away to the Kings in the middle of the game, fourth quarter? Amazing stuff. So it's 16-13 right now. Luka complaining about a call. What's new? Into Jaylen Brown. How about a pull-up? He bricks it. Tatum. They're gonna give him the call. Okay. Yeah, that's a good shot. Or Carlisle clapping on the sideline. Not too shabby. But right now, another missed shot by the Celtics. So, here goes James Johnson. James Johnson with the rim run. 16-15. James Johnson wants minutes. James Johnson wants buckets. Okay, James Johnson, I see you. Tatum. That looked a tad bit off the mark. Tice goes up for the shot, and he is fouled. That is too funny. James Johnson ready for it. Look at James Johnson getting aggressive, going to the hoop. You like to see that, from a player like James Johnson. You might as well be out there giving it your all, man. That's pretty cool, James. I think Tyus just missed a free throw. So far the Mavs aren't doing too bad, but you know, I'm interested to see, with the Kristaps Porzingis stuff, what happens. So right now the Mavericks are, and I mean, they have a chance to take the lead here for the first time today. Luka DONCIC to the rim. Oh, a step back and it's a big brick. Luka. Oh, is that Peyton Pritchard? I've heard about Peyton Pritchard. I watched Peyton Pritchard's YouTube video on his ball handling routine. I definitely recommend it. It's pretty insane. He's very talented. Peyton Pritchard is a very talented basketball player, and I'm gonna search him up right now. See what we got. So Peyton Pritchard on the season is actually averaging 7.5 points, 2.5 rebounds. 2.3 rebounds, 2.3. Not rookie of the year numbers, man. But for a role player on the Celtics, at the 26 overall pick, that's not bad. LaMelo, I'm looking at the rookie stats right now. LaMelo Ball averaging around 15 and 6 and 6. Pretty good numbers for LaMelo Ball. And then 17-16 Mavs lead here. Tatum goes to Tice. Pull-up jumper, good. We got James Wiseman. James Wiseman, he's solid. 12.2 points. The funny thing is, I think LaMelo's actually averaging more rebounds than James Wiseman, which is hilarious. James Wiseman, 12.2 points and 6.1 rebounds. And then who's another top pick? Anthony Edwards. 18-17 lead there. Anthony Edwards averaging 14.3 points. So that's actually not bad. Luka, what a pass. I can see the sideline cam here. That was pretty cool. Yeah, shout out to Anthony Edwards. What a poster he had, though, the other day. You haven't seen it yet on Yuta Watanabe. That was a pretty cool poster. So shout out to Anthony Edwards. Of course, if you had told a Knicks fan, hey, Boban on Peyton Pritchard. Ooh, Peyton Pritchard. Oh, no. Mouse in the house. Boban Marjanovic. Ooh. You do not want to see Peyton Pritchard on Boban Marjanovic. I'm just letting you know. Peyton Pritchard on Boban Marjanovic is literally the easiest way to give up a free bucket. If you told the Knicks this season, one of your rookies is going to be really freaking good. Like, really, when I mean really good, I mean arguably one of the best players in the draft. You'd probably be like, oh, Obi Toppin's going to be really good. Obi Toppin has been bad. 5 points, 2.4 rebounds. Obi, you got to step up your game. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Quickly has been arguably the steal of the draft. People have been debating. The Sacramento Kings, you know what? Tyrese Maxey hasn't been bad. But you know what? I think the Tyrese's in this draft have been good.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
The Kings might be building something decent out there. They might. Halliburton, Fox, Buddy Hield, double team Luka on the double team. He's blocked again.
Yes.
I think that the Kings are building something nice out in Sacramento. I like it. I really do. I really like what the Kings have going over there. That is a very young and talented basketball team, and that's what you want to see out of a young team like that. Yeah. And you get a guy like Tyrese Halliburton, who's been fantastic. He's made plays that rookies don't usually make. It's good to see. It's promising. If you're a Sacramento Kings fan, you should be very excited about the future of your team. I would be. He's a cool, cool player, Halliburton, and excited. The future of the Mavericks right now, it's looking obviously extremely bright because of Luka. But there is a tad bit of uncertainty with obviously the new Kristaps Porzingis rumors. 21-20 right now. Mavericks and Luka beat up by Peyton Pritchard. Have Daniel Tice playing a high zone on Luka to kind of like it's like a zone double team in a way. You get Peyton Pritchard manning up on Luka, and then you get Peyton Pritchard manning up on Luka, and then you get Peyton Pritchard manning up on Luka, and then you get like the zone for Daniel Tice, playing up high a little bit. Not too worried. Boban Marjanovic, he's not the best, but he's Boban. I love Boban. Luka has been averaging so far the most points in a month this season. This month, last month, December Luka averaged 24 points. January Luka 28. February Luka though about 32. That's what you like to see. Like to see February Luka being built different. That is what you need to see out of your franchise star. I mean that's beyond the Call of Duty, honestly. Didn't have the best start in December, but when you had a tough start to the season in December with the Lakers, with the Clippers, although the Clippers weren't that much of a challenge, and the Suns. You had some tough games. So anyway, Luka hits both of his free throws, gives the Mavericks a 23-20 lead. Luka has 9 points, 2 assists so far. Also, last time we were on stream a couple weeks ago of the Mavs-Pelicans matchup as Peyton Pritchard bricks another three-pointer. How's the game? 23-20 right now. 23-20. Thanks, everybody, for leaving a like. So 23-20 right there. Peyton Pritchard going to the lane. Peyton Pritchard, you just don't want to give the easy one there. That's not too bad. Anyway, what I'm seeing right now, not bad. A couple weeks ago, we did a live stream. A couple Fridays ago, we had a live stream. It was the Dallas Mavericks versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Big matchup, Zion, Luka. And what I saw was Luka drop his career high in points, come just short of a triple-double. It was amazing. And if Luka's dropping his career high in points, you better believe we won. Yeah, did get the win. So right now the Mavericks and Celtics are in pretty similar positions. The Mavericks were the 7th seed last year in the Western Conference, and this year they're hovering just outside the playoff picture. Thank goodness they are just outside the playoff picture. It wasn't looking too great early in the season. It really wasn't. But the Mavericks have, they've been doing better recently. They've been winning more games, and that's what you need to see out of your basketball team. I mean, when you have a player like Luka Doncic, there's no excuse at all to not be in the postseason. So, hello. You're looking at the Mavericks' recent schedule. They've been getting wins, beating the Warriors, the Timberwolves, the Hawks, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies. An L in there to the Trailblazers, but before that Hawks win, you had a huge losing streak against the Rockets, the Nuggets, the Jazz again, the Suns. Gosh darn it, these duplicates. A tough start to the season for the Mavs. It was.
Mommy, Dad. I always call him Dad.
But luckily, they're doing better. The Utah Jazz. I mean, Gobert and Mitchell are all-star game reserves, so that's pretty cool. The Utah Jazz, I don't know what's this team at this point. This team is fantastic. 25-6. Like, who would have thought that the Jazz would be would have the best record in basketball at this point in the season. They are still, to this point, the only team in the league without double-digit losses. 22-10 LA teams, the 20-11 Sixers, the 20-10 Suns, and the Nets are up there at 20-12. Speaking of the Nets, hello. Speaking of the Nets, they've won 6 straight. Obviously, the Nets are the GOATs. You know, they probably should be, your favorite. James Harden is an all-star game loser. That's insane. Probably the Nets should be, an early finals pick for me. Wait. Oh my gosh. Apparently the Nets' leading scorer is Joe Harris, 15 points per game. What? There's no way. You gotta. I mean, with all these players trying to share the rock, that's not true at all. For some reason ESPN messed up there, but 29 points per game for Durant, 27 for about 28 for Kyrie, 25 for Harden. Oh my gosh, that team is amazing. Imagine having three 25 plus scores a night. This team is putting up insane offensive numbers. My gosh, why did ESPN say that Joe Harris was leading the team in scoring? That makes no sense. 3-pointer by the Mavs. I don't. Tim Hardaway just makes me. He just makes me frustrated. What a shot by Jaylen Brown. He just makes me so frustrated. I don't know what it is about Tim Hardaway. Man, there's just something about Timmy, man, that just makes me so frustrated. Luka to the basket. And then after that, I guess they're gonna give those points to Boban. Look at Boban, man, making sure that it's a bucket. Insurance points. Brooklyn Nets have to be one of the most fun teams to watch in basketball because, and look, I guess James Harden is still putting up good numbers, but I mean, you have any of those players on your fantasy basketball team, that stinks. Or especially if you imagine if you drafted both Harden and Durant. Oh, good shot by Brunson. If you drafted Harden and Durant in your fantasy basketball league, now they're on the same team. I mean, I can't really see any league unless it's a really small league where Kevin Durant and James Harden are on the same team, fantasy team. I mean, even in a 14 league, who are your first picks going to be? You might have Giannis, LeBron, Luka, maybe. But, they're going to be the top picks in most leagues. Good play by Tim Hardaway. So, unfortunate for fantasy owners, I guess. But, hey, you still get those buckets on your roster. I mean, either way, no matter what team they're on, they're still buckets every night. Oh, Peyton. Oh, man. Dude, Peyton Pritchard had such a saucy move there. That was amazing. But he airballs the close shot, and then Luka goes in, gives it Boban. I see Boban getting an increased usage today, and I love it. I love seeing the Boban man get usage. There's, sometimes I'm like, I want Boban in the game because Boban is amazing. He gets rebounds. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. It's a 31-31 game. So right now, looking like a close one. Looking like it's going to be a close one. 5, 4, 3, Luka, 2, 1, fade. Oh, he gets the open look at the end of the quarter and hits it. How about that? Luka DONCIC. It's the fade at the end of the quarter. What a play. Shout out to Luka. Nice shot. Gets the open look. That shot was 100% off. Good job, Luka. I like what I'm seeing. So, right now, Celtics are 15-15, Mavs are 14-15. So here's the points stats. If you want to know the stats of the game, 9 points for Jayson Tatum, 2 from Tice, 5 from Walker, 9 from Brown. So Celtics leading scorers are Tatum and Brown. No shocker there. For the Mavs, Luka with 11, Boban with 6, James Johnson with 6. So that's good. That's solid. Super solid. I'm going to look at the Celtics because why are they 15-15? The Celtics have been on a little... They just haven't really been winning many games recently. They had a little 3-game skid earlier in the season. Tatum's averaging 26 points a game. That's pretty cool. But, you know, recently they've been losing more games than winning. They lost to the Pelicans. They beat the Hawks, but then they lose to the Hawks. I mean, let's go all the way to the beginning. Lose to the Spurs and the Lakers. Like, recently. There's Spurs, lose, Lakers. Then you beat the Warriors, lose to the Kings, beat the Clippers, lose to the Suns and Jazz, beat the Raptors, lose to the Pistons and Wizards, beat the Nuggets. It's like for every win they get, 2 losses follow. They just beat the Hawks. Hopefully the pattern continues and the Mavericks win and continue that trend because I like seeing that. What's the top NFL news of the day? There has not been much buzz. The number one thing is about Alex Smith. Like the best thing, like we had the trades. We had the blockbuster trade, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff. We got the Carson Wentz trade recently. But the Deshaun Watson rumors, we haven't really been hearing too many of those. Recently J.J. Watt got cut the other day. Like, the Timberwolves fired their coach. That is okay. There hasn't really been that much, buzz in the NFL recently. It's the off season. What do you expect? But still kind of stinks. Still kind of stinks about that one. So I just haven't really seen. But there is a thing about Alex Smith putting wrench into Washington football team plans, and obviously Alex Smith said that he didn't feel wanted by the organization. Ew, that's not good.
Right. There's wiggle room for like what you want on it, because that often it's only included in the price of my own flat.
Poor Alex Smith. Alex Smith has a $24 million. Alex Smith is making a lot of money, but his journey is truly inspiring. He's 35 years old. He's pretty old now.
And we sort of gave him an idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alex Smith was the 3rd string quarterback to start the season. Turned out to be the best quarterback on the roster. And no, Taylor Heineke is not the best quarterback on the roster. That's not a thing. But I think personally Alex Smith was the best quarterback on the roster. You had Dwayne Haskins, but then when he stunk it up, then you had Kyle Allen, another Ron Rivera quarterback from his days in Carolina. Smith did. Hey, Alex Smith the GOAT. Get Alex Smith in there. He was the 3rd, and then you eventually had Taylor Heineke. So technically, Taylor Heineke was the 4th string quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see what Washington does. They kind of need to, click the reset button, press the reset button on, their franchise in a way. The whole Dwayne Haskins thing did not really work out. That's unfortunate for them. That was a thing right there, was that they that didn't really work out. Dallas right now, apparently Gamba comes in and knocks down a shot, so it's 34-33. Start the second quarter. This is very interesting. This is so interesting right now. This game is being interesting right now. 36-33. Peyton Pritchard getting a lot of PT. Good to see Peyton Pritchard. Oh, dot corner. Bang. Who is that? Good 3-pointer. Ties the game. Based on the trend, the Mavericks are supposed to win this game, but I guess all trends have to come to an end eventually, so it's tough to analyze it. 36. Kemba just dropped Jalen Brunson. Kemba! I see a man on the ground. Dodgers gets the bucket, and now we're ahead, but put him on the ground. I like that. I do not like that. Why are you on the ground? Kemba! Oh, I missed the corner. Well, can't make that shot, but Kemba put Jalen Brunson on the ground. So, that's not good, Jalen Brunson. That's not good. Brunson going in, he drives. Oh, Timmy pulling up. And he bricks. I am used to this man bricking everything. Another missed three by the Celtics. Sometimes this man's bricks can build an entire wall, and yeah, pretty much. This guy could build the ultimate border with his bricks. Honestly, he could. He bricks so much. Peyton Pritchard pulls up for three, gets the hand contest from Brunson, but how about a bang? 39-38. The game continues to stay close, and even before the season, you expected the Celtics to be the better team. Then the Mavericks, well, they've been about the same. Reality. These teams have been too similar. The record. And I think the Celtics are the better team, but they haven't been efficient. And that's not good. You gotta be efficient. You gotta be good. This team hasn't been the most. They haven't been the most efficient this season.
They block it too. Because I was gonna pay for him to see the live stream of the stars.
Oh my gosh! What the heck? Okay. Cool. So.
I would have lost it. So what I had to do it. My friend told me, he goes, oh yeah, he goes, don't do that. Because I almost paid. And there's a really fine print at the bottom that says, any game here. They would block it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. So yeah, because I noticed it right before I paid.
So.
Okay. It's the guy from March.
So right now, what we're seeing.
He would have only been able to watch the games that are away.
I don't know. My Mavericks team, my Mavs, we are in a very interesting position, like I said. I don't know what's going to happen with Kristaps Porzingis. If you came to this live stream asking me for an answer on KP, I can't tell you. Kristaps is, there have been articles. Bleacher Report had an article on KP. 27th in overall defense. Porzingis is a stud on the offensive end of the floor, but he has had a decline on the floor. He's 25 years old. And according to Bleacher Report, the Mavericks are, only dedicated to Luka DONCIC. Everybody else is up for grabs, potentially. Mark Cuban, of course, denies the report. And just the funny thing is, a few months ago, the Mavericks had a shot at beating the Clippers. With Kristaps Porzingis had an ejection in that series. He got ejected for he had a very controversial ejection. And he was averaging 30.5 points and 9. KP was one of the best players in the bubble. And just a few months later, he's on the trade block. Nobody's safe in the NBA. Nobody is safe in the NBA. This league, nobody's safe in this league, apparently. The league is changing, and if you're not giving results, if the advanced analytics are not favoring you, you could be in trouble. You could be in some trouble. Torn meniscus for KP, that's been his biggest issue this season. The biggest thing for Kristaps Porzingis is he hasn't been doing amazing on the defensive end of the floor, which was one thing they were hoping. They were hoping he would provide be a pretty solid rim protector with his huge 7'3" frame. And they were also hoping, obviously, he's been an offensive force. He's an offensive-minded player. They want more out of him than just offense. And that goes hand in hand with his injuries. James Johnson gets, Peyton Pritchard on him. They throw it around. Josh Richardson hits the three-pointer. I mean, Mark Cuban denies this, but, again, does it matter what Cuban says at this point? Does it matter that Mark Cuban says that we're not trying to make a trade? Because, if the owners or the GMs were always, straight with the media and the fans, James Harden probably would. I mean, the Rockets denied until the very day that James Harden was traded away that he was traded. The only time you're expecting a trade to happen is when a player comes out and demands a trade, and trust me, Kristaps Porzingis is not out here trying to demand a trade at all. Never. Not right now. Him and Luka Doncic have a tight relationship, and that's one reason why I think he's going to stay. He found another European player. The Mavericks have been known throughout their history to be a very pro-Euro team. They always love to... Oh, Tim Hardaway, slam it down. They've always loved to build their team around European players. Just look at it. Dirk Nowitzki, Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis. They like building around European players. They love it. They love it. That is one of the things that they're known for. Also, Porzingis and Luka have a tight relationship, like I just mentioned. Tatum, late shot clock. Oh, Tatum with the sidestep. Oh, wow, he almost hit the three-pointer. So that's why I don't really Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. I don't think that Porzingis could get traded, but those are the main reasons why he won't get traded. The main reasons he will: injuries, contract decline, and I don't think. And look, these reports probably are accurate. It doesn't say that the Mavericks are trying to. It doesn't say that the Mavericks are negotiating a trade. They might be with the Warriors. You never know. They might be. They're saying that potentially, but it's saying that they're trying to gauge interest. Look around and see what a team will give them. Will they get blown away by an offer? I think that's what they're really looking for. I don't really think they're looking to trade him away necessarily. Like, they're not ready. Like, oh yeah, we're coming out, fire sale. Who wants Porzingis? No, they're going around saying, hey, if this player was on our trade market all of a sudden, what kind of return could we be expecting? I think that's kind of the direction that they are going in right now with this. I don't think that they're going to trade Porzingis unless they get a really fantastic offer, a really fantastic offer. I think that'd be the only situation right now. Obviously, that could change, but you know what? That's why I'm not too worried about a Kristaps Porzingis trade. I'm hopefully our management, if they do choose to trade him away, it will be a really, really great offer, something that you can't pass up. Another option that's been mentioned is the Mavericks potentially go after, and the Mavericks have been rumors in trying to trade for better rim protector and stuff, because Porzingis is in it apparently for that, and I don't think Porzingis is necessarily the greatest rim protector. He's okay, like I said, he's declining, but I am definitely okay with Kristaps Porzingis right now. I like Kristaps Porzingis. I never had a problem with Kristaps Porzingis. I think he's a great player. I think the Mavericks definitely won the Knicks trade, considering the Knicks did not get anything good in return other than draft picks. And with the Mavericks being an up-and-coming team, those draft picks are not supposed to be very good. And Dennis Smith Jr. is garbage. I'm sorry. Dennis Smith Jr. is an electrifying player, but Dennis Smith Jr. man, his best moment of the season is at the dunk contest. This man's not a star in this league. So, and Wesley Matthews and DeAndre Jordan, the two other main pieces in that trade, were gone. And the Mavericks also got Tim Hardaway, who has been a productive player on their team. Oh, how about Willie Cauley-Stein? Mavs up 48-43. So they won that trade. There's no doubt they got Luka Doncic, a guy, a mate on the team, a British mate, and a European friend that he could, have a really good chemistry with. I think that's the most important thing. Porzingis is a tremendous player on the court, and him and Luka get along well off the court, and that's the main thing. If you're going to have a franchise and you're going to build it around multiple players, you got to make sure that those players have chemistry. I mean, look at the Houston Rockets. Why do you think they never worked out? Because they never really had the chemistry. Russell Westbrook and James Harden had no chemistry whatsoever. There's no way. They did not have any bit of chemistry at all.
You gave it to her.
Maybe on the court, you see the two playing well together. And even on the court, their differences were shown. But it doesn't matter. What goes down behind the scenes. The Brooklyn Nets, that was the only worry with this team, is that they're going to not have the chemistry with three ball-dominant players. And, who knows what ends up happening with that Brooklyn Nets team. Right now, they're looking great. We'll see what they are able to do. That Brooklyn Nets team, that's a huge trade, obviously. All those picks. The Brooklyn Nets better win a championship. And they have all these players under contract, so I think they're going to be okay. I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to win a championship. They pretty much just sold all their draft picks for a first-round pick. And I think that the Clippers are screwed because that makes the Paul George trade look even worse now. You gave up so gosh darn much draft capital, and now the Brooklyn Nets are out here. And look, those Clippers fans who see how many picks you gave up for Paul George, they're expecting results. So it's no, we got to the finals but lost to the super team Nets. Nah, it's not going to cut it. That is not going to cut it. Who knows if Kawhi Leonard's going to stay. Luka just pulled up for a step-back three-pointer and drilled it. I like to see that. Luka Doncic, how about the three? The all-star stats of Luka Doncic. 14 points, 5 assists, 2 boards. Triple-double alert? I'm not sure. A rebound. The most wide-open three-pointer from Jaylen Brown, and he answers back. Celtics get the rebound on the backside, and Brown hits the three. It's a good shot. Luka Doncic with the ball. The James Johnson screen to Josh Richardson, who's on Grant Williams, and he takes it to the cup, to the bucket, and he knocks it in. That's a good shot. And so it's 53-50. It's going to be an interesting road. Brooklyn's playing Sacramento right now. Let's go. One shot to Brooklyn. Look at them. 66-61. How many points does the Harden man have? It's in the second quarter. That's pretty crazy. The Harden man has 15. The Irving kid has 16. And I have no idea where KD is. I think he's out again. It's going to be interesting as well to see what the Lakers do without Anthony Davis. So the Nets are they're expecting him to return before the All-Star break. The Nets on Kevin Durant. So that's good for them.
They're making them run like, okay, this is how far you get in 50 seconds. Today, one of the coaches said to another kid, like, wow, you can run through the grass. Maybe
So right now,
Oh yeah.
Curry has 11 in the Warriors game. James Wiseman is on the bench for the Warriors. Green, Wiggins. Oh, come on. Warriors started Looney tonight over Wiseman. Oh, wait, I don't think they did, actually. Yeah, somebody's playing more minutes. Wiseman is, but right now, right now, the Mavericks.
Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't do the mile thing. Because that's the last event, and it's always really cold by the time everybody's in the bus waiting for that event. Did you run it? Oh.
Right now, the Mavericks are doing okay.
He's not doing hurdles, so I'm not trying out for that.
Let's see.
So he's just gonna do the running right there for radius.
50 to 53. That's what we're seeing right now. 50 to 53. Celtics, Mavs. Mavs with the lead. Jaylen Brown continuing to miss the three-pointer. Pritchard, what a play. What a hustle. Heads up play by Peyton Pritchard. He gets fouled as well. So that's really good for Peyton Pritchard. Shout out to Peyton Pritchard. That was a good play. James Johnson trying to go for the ball. Ends up getting him in the face. Just gotta call that. I hope it wasn't intentional. And Pritchard goes to the free throw line. So it looks like it was Celtics might be in the bonus. Not sure. Knocks down the first one. About 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half. Pritchard's doing solid. You know, upcoming games on the national TV schedule tomorrow on ESPN. We got the Warriors, the Pacers, Lakers, and Jazz. And then Friday on ESPN, we got Pacers, Celtics, and Lakers, Portland. So we see the Pacers in there a couple times. Interesting. What's so special about the Pacers? I mean, hey, what's so special about the Pacers? I don't get it. Who do you think is the best rookie in this year's class? I think so far, LaMelo Ball is very talented, but I think James Wiseman is going to be a stud. Better than LaMelo? Debatable. 54-53, Tatum doing Tatum things, gets the bucket. Richardson going up. Maybe. Interesting move. And he goes. Powell goes. Gets slammed down to the ground. And he does not get the foul call. How about Tatum, man? Oh, Jayson Tatum. Out of bounds. There's Marcus Smart on the sideline. There's Tatum right there. Gets Luka on the pump fake. Swipe there. Has a contested little floater. But it's easy money for Jayson Tatum. Apparently the ball went out of bounds. Luka on the sideline there. Boban Marjanovic in the game. Got to get that size out there. Is Boban running point guard? Yay. Yippee. Boban Marjanovic. The Celtics have been turning over the ball more than the Mavericks. Oh, Boban. How about Boban on the ground? Boban Marjanovic. Look at Luka getting trapped there. Boban gets it.
This guy here, he's probably.
Boban Margio. Boban Marjanovic. I mean, hey, it's a jump ball for Grant Williams, but you know, Boban's got that one won all day. How about Josh Richardson? Lefty layup is good. Josh Richardson, nice with it. You know, good to see Josh Richardson back. Acquisition from the Sixers. How about Jaylen Brown going coast to coast? Good pass back to Williams. Out again. Tatum down low to Pritchard. Short jumper, no good. Rebounded by Tristan Thompson. And he gets the lefty hook shot to go in.
That's what I'm doing. I almost done with my hair. But it always makes fun.
Goes in, Boban. Boban with the pump fake, trying to back a man down. He loses control of the ball. It's Celtics ball. Good defense. Boban does not have the best ball security, as you can tell. Boban is a goat. He is, but my man is not the best. You know, with the handles. To Williams in the post. How about Pritchard? Pull-up three-pointer, no good. Boban taps it out to Brunson, and here goes Jalen Brunson. Luka Doncic with the ball. 30 seconds remaining. Luka at the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. He goes, and he's swatted! Tatum swats him, and now in, and a foul. Offensive foul. Great job by Brunson to draw the charge, and now Grant Williams is on the ground in pain. Took the drive, had a man with him in a 2-on-1 situation. Luka goes up, gets swatted by Tatum. Absolute swat fest in Dallas. Grant Williams goes up for the shot on Jalen Brunson. Amazing job by Brunson to draw the charge, though. Luka needs his revenge on Tatum, and he might get it. Dallas going to hold the ball for the last shot, 55-56, 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Time winding down, a few seconds remaining. Luka going to get going. Brunson with the screen, and Pritchard is going to foul Luka. He's going to make the shot after the shot clock. After the foul. So it appears that Luka is going to the free throw line? I think so, because they reset the bonus every quarter. But if not, then the Mavericks have a chance to inbound the ball, which was a smart foul by the Celtics. What you have to do, you have to foul Pritchard out of the game. Seems like I've seen him on the court the entire game. And so with a few seconds left, 6 seconds left, Luka, 5, goes, Tatum. And Tatum blocks him again. Jayson Tatum, cold-blooded, 2 consecutive possessions, and with blocks on Luka from behind. How about Jayson Tatum? And Tristan Thompson almost made the shot. So, interesting first half here, 56-55. Celtics lead at the end of the first half, and I'll be back in a bit. Second half is about to be underway. Here we are.
What size today, babe? I haven't even looked.
Luka Doncic. Mavs are. Well, they were. They're up one. Luka Doncic getting the bucket. The superstar from Slovenia. The European star. Gamba. Shot Tatum, brick, another. So they talked about some of the keys to the second half, and one of those keys was keeping the Celtics off the offensive glass. First possession of the second half, the Mavericks give up an offensive rebound to Jaylen Brown and a putback. How about Luka trying to lob it up to Finney Smith? Foul goes up and misses the layup. Oh man, that had so much potential to be a highlight play. How about Brown pulling up, missing the shot? Finney Smith with the rebound. Richardson going to get the ball from Luka. Luka deferring to Josh. Luka. How about an open three-pointer? How about a three-pointer in general? Bang. Luka Doncic, 60-58. Luka knows how to score. That's what Luka knows how to do. Off the glass, a huge brick by Campbell. That was a really bad brick. Campbell's got to make those. Luka misses the three-pointer there. Yeah, the Mavericks, the keys for the Celtics, the main key for the Mavs is keep the Celtics off the offensive glass. The main key for the Spurs is to keep Luka outside of the paint. You know, so far, I mean, we've seen Luka get multiple buckets. There's Tatum. And I don't know what they go there, but
the dog outside.
Giving the Mavs the ball.
And the dog outside.
I don't know. I don't think so. So right now, 60-58. Richardson gives it to Luka off the dribble. Luka to James Johnson for three, a brick. Hopefully Luka does not get blocked by Jayson Tatum like he did the last two possessions of the first half. Tatum. And Dallas ball. Moves like a travel. Tatum not having the best start to the second half. Multiple turnovers. A little over an hour into the stream. Good to see. The Mavericks from January 23rd to February 1st were 0-6. However, recently they've won 6 out of their last 8. Luka misses it. You know, the Mavericks are averaging more assists, rebounds, points. They've been amazing. Tristan Thompson gets the shot. So 60-60 after Tristan Thompson gets the shot. Here goes Richardson, passes out to Finney Smith. Was that pass intended for him or Powell? I don't know. Up the court to Jaylen Brown. The Celtics started off 9-6, and then recently they've reversed that record, and now they're 6-9. Another brick three-pointer. Everything for the Celtics has been going down. Points in the paint, bench points, points in general, and the record. Luka going up on Tristan Thompson. Nice pass out. James Johnson gets another chance at it, and another huge brick. A battle of bricks is what we're seeing. Into Brown. And the and one. The foul. Jaylen Brown with the shot. Good drive to the rim. And he gets the foul with Josh Richardson. Able to initiate the contact and get the bucket. He makes the first free throw to convert the shot. Luka dribble handoff to Richardson. Luka gonna try and maybe back down Kemba. How about Josh Richardson just pull up from outside and Dwight Powell just smacked the ball out of bounds for some reason. That was kind of
Kevin, your tacos are
Yeah.
ready.
So 63 to 60. Jaylen Brown with 19 points. This man is a maniac. On his way to a potential 25 to 30 point night, looking very promising. Jaylen Brown in the early third quarter. To Tim Hardaway right now. Luka has the ball. Luka, is he going to get the drive? He's getting double teamed up top, makes an incredible play, trying to make an incredible throw off the hands of Cauley Stein. How about Brown throws it to Tatum? What a play by the Celtics. 65 to 60 lead. What a job by Tatum. We're here towards the end of the third quarter. Mavs up 80-76. Looks like they're hopefully on their way to victory. 10 seconds. Luka. Step back. Oh, Timmy, last second. Frick. Mavericks bid for another buzzer beater. Luka's buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter almost had it, but not so fast. Dallas up 80-76 at the end of the third quarter. So, Dallas up 80-76 right now. Looks like they could win this game. See what happens. Brunson, rim run. Oh, the block by the Time Lord. What a block by Robert Williams. So we got a little bit of time left in the fourth quarter. How about Jaylen Brown? This game might come down to the wire in Dallas. And what could be the final game that Kristaps Porzingis is on the roster. Richardson, bang! Jumper is good. 82-78. Josh Richardson pulling up, good shot. A Luka Doncic court right now. We got Brown and Walker on the court as well with the Time Lord as Walker hits the jumper. A little floater off the backboard. 82-80. Brunson in the paint to Timmy. Tim Hardaway. Bomb! Brick. I don't like that. I don't like that. That was an ugly shot. How about Kemba giving the Celtics the lead? 23 points for Tatum, 21 for Brown. Luka Doncic on the other hand, 22 on the night, 14 for Timmy, 10 for Boban Marjanovic, 16 for Josh Richardson. Efficiency. Efficiency is what we're seeing in Dallas tonight. Detroit defeats Orlando, the worst team in the league by far. The Detroit Pistons are bad. Killian Hayes has looked bad. So right now what we're seeing is Jalen Brunson trying to go to the rack. He isos Walker. Isolation to Josh Richardson. He's had a pretty good game. Late shot clock. Richardson under it to Tim Hardaway. Final seconds on the shot clock, and he misses the shot as he was forced into it. Portland versus Denver next up. Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers versus Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets, as there's a foul, I believe, on the play. Brunson on the ground after a missed shot by Kemba. He hits the shot, but doesn't count. Kemba Walker averaged 15 points in the first 7 games, shooting 30% from the three-point line. However, now he's doing way better. He's averaging around 19 points a game, shooting 39% from the three-point line. So he's doing better. Kemba is certainly doing better as the season has progressed, so that's good for Kemba Walker. The Celtics are going to need him down the stretch to be clutch, to be able to handle the ball and knock down the shots, and be a good third option to Tatum and Brown.
Well, you choose.
Kemba Walker was acquired as an all-star. I think last season he was the number 2 option for most of the season. But with Jaylen Brown's resurgence this season, with Jaylen Brown having a really great season, Kemba's kind of fell down the totem pole. Good fake there by Brunson. Brunson off the catch, release, and another brick. I've seen so many bricked shots tonight. In a typical NBA game, you always see a lot of missed shots, but I don't know. It just seems so many missed shots. Time Lord gets it. Time Lord misses the shot. Had a chance for an and one and said he will go to the free throw line. Time Lord probably not the most efficient free throw shooter, but see what he can do. After all, it is a free throw. And every NBA player is capable of knocking down free throws. So here's Time Lord. He misses the first. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 83-82. Not too many fans in Dallas today, but fans are in Dallas today, and that's beautiful to see. You like to see fans in the stands. Maybe not as many as usual. And he misses the second free throw. Time Lord misses both, and Johnson is taking the ball up the court for the Mavericks. And hey, how about James Johnson take it to the rim and give the Mavericks the lead?
The rim rocker?
Rim run James Johnson. What a play. Kemba throws it over to Williams, to Ojale. Goes to the basket. Brown to the rim. Brown. Bang. Good shot, Jaylen Brown. 85-84 as the teams continue to trade buckets. James Johnson is the point guard now. I see. James with the isolation. James with the ISO. He gets Kemba. Dribble handoff. Tim Hardaway. Oh, just misses the three-pointer. And it's going to be Celtics basketball off the miss. Semi Ojale gives it to Brown. Able to get the matchup on Hardaway. Goes to the rim. and makes the shot. Good shot by Jaylen Brown. He's a very good basketball player. Tatum and Brown each with 23 tonight. Brown trying to isolate on Hardaway again. He's going to throw it up straight into the hands of Johnson. How about a breakaway? Bronson. Good finish.
All right, you found it.
And one for Jalen Brunson. What a shot. Oh my goodness. Brown with a terrible pass. Gives it to Brunson. Takes it to the rim with the contact and one. And Aaron Nesmith, the rookie, trying to get the block. Almost swats it away. Ends up, effort just for nothing. Yes. 86 to 85.
I've got the prize.
And we lost it.
What a play. What a play by Jalen Brunson. Those are the type of plays you like to see out of young Jalen Brunson. An absolute steal in the second round of the 2018 draft. One of the best drafts in recent history for the Dallas Mavericks. Drafting not only a stud in Luka Doncic, but you get Jalen Brunson as well. You don't find much quality. You don't see much bench depth or quality NBA players in that round. You look at the draft right now. You see Luka and Trae Young heading it at the top. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a pick later in the draft. Miles Bridges, a solid pick later in the draft. Michael Porter Jr., you get Dante DiVincenzo, some solid role players in the first round. Kevin Huerter, another solid role player. Mo Wagner, Time Lord. So, 2 first-round picks going at tonight, Luka and Time Lord. And then early in the second round, you get the Mavericks taking Jalen Brunson with the first pick of the second round. Wait, no, that's wrong. With one of the first picks in the second round, you get Jalen Brunson. You see multiple players. Actually, the second round of this draft is actually really good. You get multiple quality NBA players in this. You get Gary Trent, Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Brunson, Devontae Graham. So, not a bad draft. Second round especially. You've seen some players. Shake Milton had his little run. And the last pick of the draft, Kostas Antetokounmpo. So, we've seen some quality NBA players come from the second round of that draft. Jalen Brunson, one of the better ones in that second round. And this is also the famous draft. A ton of NBA players were undrafted. You have Duncan Robinson, LiAngelo Ball, Yuta Watanabe, the guy that got dunked on by Anthony Edwards. Oh no, this was a very good second round. The first round was not a very good draft. DeAndre Ayton was solid. Marvin Bagley hasn't done much in his career. Luka, Trae are studs. Jaren Jackson's a pretty solid player. Mo Bamba hasn't done anything in his career. Wendell Carter hasn't done much. Sexton is promising. Knox is terrible. Mikal Bridges, pretty good. Shea, stud. Miles Bridges, the other Bridges brother, he's good. Jerome Robinson's garbage. Troy Brown Jr. isn't the best. Zaire Smith and Dante DiVincenzo, solid role player. Same with Alani Walker. The second round had a lot of NBA talent. So, not a bad draft. Not a bad draft, the 2018 draft, though. Known as the Luka Doncic Trae Young draft at this point. So here it is. Dallas back here, 85-87 after Brunson missed the free throw. Tatum back in the game. 23 lead changes in this game, 4 ties, and the largest lead of the game has been 5 points. Both teams have had a 5-point lead as Tatum steps back, pulls up, and misses the 3! How about Time Lord? Marcus Smart feeling that dunk. What a dunk on the putback by Time Lord. One-handed slam. James Johnson, rim. Cauley Stein, foul. Cauley Stein, not the best free throw shooter. So, pretty good foul by the Celtics. But, yeah. What a play. Tatum trying to isolate. Gets the step back on the switchback. And then Time Lord with the slam after he gets the inside positioning on Willie Cauley Stein. So, nice dunk by Willie. Let's look at Willie Cauley Stein making the free throw. Willie Cauley Stein, the ferocious dunker from the Sacramento Kings. Cauley Stein, the ugly second free throw. But how about James Johnson getting the rebound and he gives it to Luka? That worked out perfectly. Luka, rim run, pass, out, Brunson, lane. Okay, corner, Time Lord on him. Brunson, 3! Jalen Brunson knocks it down. How about that? I like that, Jalen. I like that. Tatum, switch to Jalen Brown. Brown, into the basket and a travel. Let's go. I like that. I like that. That was beautiful. Travel. And the Mavericks could potentially take the largest lead of the night with a bucket on this drive. They're up 87-91. So with anything, and there's Luka to the rim, giving the Mavericks the biggest lead of the night. 6-point lead. What a play. 87-93. Mavericks up 93-87. So they're doing a darn good job here in the fourth quarter. I like that. You know, good to see. The Mavericks are looking to go above 500 or get to 500 tonight with a win over the Celtics. They can do that. That Baylor-Iowa State game is so close. Oh my gosh. And Iowa State is 2-16. They could knock off Baylor, who's 17-0 tonight. That'd be crazy. Dallas up 91-87 right now. Looking promising for my Mavs today. 93-87. Dallas looking to go over 500. Looking at their schedule, this would put them at 500 for the first time or since the beginning of the season. They start off the season 1-3, then 2-3, then 2-4, won 3 straight, got to 5-4, 6-4, lost 3 straight, then won 2 straight, and then took a huge losing streak. And then recently they picked up their play. So that's good. I'm going to look at the game cast of this Baylor game because this is looking like a really, really good basketball game that we're seeing. Baylor versus Iowa State. Who would have thought that matchup could turn out to be a thriller? Most Baylor fans are probably looking at that, ready to check a win off. But no. Incorrect. 65-64 with about 5 minutes to go. Box score. Let's see how Jared Butler's doing for Baylor. Butler has 13. That's good. 20 off the bench. This kid named AJ Flagler. Jared Butler, the next Jimmy Butler. This kid's really good. And then my Longhorns are playing Kansas. Kansas is up 10 right now in the first half. 12, actually. Texas 13-6, 7-5 in conference play. number 14 team in the nation. Start off the season hot, beat UNC, then they lost to Nova. But as of recently, they haven't been playing their best basketball. They lost by 2 to West Virginia. Had their game against Oklahoma postponed. They lost a couple close games that they probably should have won. They whooped Kansas earlier in the season. They were able to beat Oklahoma. They lose to Baylor. That was a big loss. Game against Kentucky was canceled. Lose to Oklahoma State in a thriller. So, they've lost some close games. So right now, 87-93 right now. Very interesting basketball game is what we're seeing. Brad Stevens angry about something. Who knows? Luka at the free throw line. It's fouled and misses the first free throw. Luka is not the best free throw shooter. Definitely not. One of his biggest Achilles heels. A big Achilles heel for Luka. Luka has been the free throw. A mental thing, in my opinion. Free throws, it's about form and mental. You gotta take it for what it is. It's a 1-point shot. You know, Tatum corner trying to spot up. Mavericks hold the biggest lead of the night. This game has been so close that a 7-point lead is the biggest lead of the night, and the Mavericks have it at the perfect time with about 5.5 minutes to go. Well, not the perfect time. The perfect time started at the end of the score, and then the game. But in the fourth quarter, pretty good to have the biggest lead of the night. It was a good time. Luka trying to pass, finds Finney-Smith across the court, had a chance to make it a 10-point lead. And unfortunately, not. So, fast. Jaylen Brown just threw up the ultimate teardrop over Ruben Stein, and he drops in. So a 5-point game with about 5 minutes to go. This game is still up for grabs. Jaylen Brown with 25 points. I said earlier he was on pace to get to a 25-30-point night. And, well, he did. 25 points. Jaylen Brown on Jalen Brunson goes up and makes this incredible floater. Looks pretty difficult to get some contact from Brunson on the shot. On his shoulder, a little hip, on his hip there. And now Jalen Brunson going to the free throw line. Mavericks in sync with those claps on the sideline. Jaylen Brown, 10 for 16, 5 rebounds, 25 points. So he's been pretty darn efficient today. Hit a couple 3-pointers, I believe. So not too shabby. Brunson knocks both free throws down. Stop that man. Last 7 games versus the Celtics. The Celtics gave up 30 points to the Pistons. Sadiq Bey, the rookie, 35 to Bradley Beal, 43 to Nikola Jokic, 40 to Trae Young, then 31 to Trae Young in the back-to-back. B.I. with 33 and 25 to Luka. So the main thing for the Celtics, it seems, in their recent matchups and their recent losses has been that they've been letting one player torch them. And it's been a mix. You get the superstars. You let the superstars like Jokic and Young and DONCIC body you, you know. But then you get like Sadiq Bey of the Pistons, 30 points, you know. The Celtics, I guess, just have to figure out how the heck they need to. How the heck they need to stop players from dropping 72 points on them. That might be the big thing for them. I mean, my goodness, Sadiq Bey. The Celtics have also been a very bad fourth quarter team. 24th in turnovers, 26th in points in the fourth quarter, 26th in 3-point percentage, 29th in field goal percentage, and 29th in assists. So they've been either lower half or like almost dead last in some statistics in the fourth quarter. Celtics lost to the Pistons the other day, 108-102. That's terrible. The Detroit Pistons are the worst team in basketball. They haven't cracked double-digit wins. Sadiq Bey had 30 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double for Sadiq Bey. Well, meanwhile, Jayson Tatum, 33 and 11. So Tatum, not the problem at all. Brunson at the line gives the Mavericks a 9-point lead. So, seventh win of the season for the Pistons. Brown pulls up. This needs to go. Ooh, that was a big shot in this basketball game. Needed to go in, and it doesn't fall. So now the Mavericks have a chance to take a double-digit lead. How about Brunson? He's been good all night, and Brunson hits it. 101 to 89. Jalen Brunson knocks it down. A big 3-point shot. The Timberwolves, have they been doing better? No. There are only 2 teams in the NBA right now that don't have double-digit wins. The Minnesota Timberwolves at 7-24, and the Detroit Pistons at 9-22. So their win against the Celtics was their 7th win. Only 2 of those teams. That's terrible. That's really, really bad. The Celtics lost to a team with only like 9 wins. Another thing is, the Celtics are blessed with being in the Eastern Conference. They are blessed. While the Eastern Conference has become less blessed to be in because the top of the Eastern Conference is loaded. You got the Bucks and Giannis. You got the Brooklyn Nets super team trio. You got the Sixers and Embiid MVP. You got the Pacers and the Raptors. The Raptors really picked it up. And the Celtics are 15-15, and they're sixth in the Eastern Conference. While the Mavericks, if they win tonight, they'll be 15-15, and they're outside the playoffs. The Spurs are 16-11 on the season. They've been terrific. They're leading the Mavs division. So shout out to the Spurs. They've been doing amazing. Recently, if you look at the stats, apparently it's none of their rookie contributions. Devin Vassell is their rookie player, and he's averaging 5.5 points. So again, the Spurs are just blessed to have an amazing mind in Greg Popovich. I mean, if you look at their team, there's nobody averaging 30 freaking points. So they're the Spurs, man. They're just always gonna be a well-coached team that gives them an advantage on that way, So apparently we just turned over the ball and gave the Celtics multiple easy buckets, and that's one of the only things you cannot do. If you're ahead, Luka makes a really bad pass on the double team. That's what the Celtics are gonna try to do. They're gonna try and pressure Luka into making those, errors, and that's really important that they do that because if they don't, they're gonna lose. So the Mavericks really need to figure out how to just hold the ball, take your points, if you give it to them, and you should be just fine. I mean, this is a very winnable game for the Mavericks right now. This is very, 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 very So there's James Johnson out to Brunson. How about Jalen Brunson again? This man has been playing terrific basketball tonight. Shot to Jalen Brunson. 3 minutes to go for the Celtics. They're down 11. And of course, Kemba Walker banks in the three-pointer and gets the foul. A potential 4-point play. So 97 to 104. What a shot by Kemba. This game is still not out of reach for the Celtics. They're down 7 with about 2 minutes to go. Over 2 minutes and 40 seconds. If this shot goes in, it would be big. Finney Smith misses the three-pointer. That's huge. Kemba back. Tatum to make it a 4-point game, and he does. Tatum makes it a 4-point game with about 2.5 minutes to go, and this game is not over yet. Kemba Walker to Jayson Tatum. How about that? So these Celtics are not going away. They're not at all. They're still in this. They are still going for it. So 100 to 104. Luka pulls a step back and he misses. 2 minutes to go. Celtics down 4. Here's Brown. Dikembe swings it to the corner. Outside to Tatum. Doesn't pull the three-pointer. He goes in. He passes it out to Kemba Walker. He bangs it! Oh my goodness, we have a basketball game. The Celtics with a huge run down the stretch, and it's a 1-point game. Are the Mavericks going to choke this away? Are they going to choke this basketball game away? They might. Luka, Finney Smith, big plays down the stretch. Tim Hardaway, air pulls. But it's touched by Tatum at the end of the play. A huge play. Airballed. What a shot by Kemba, but Kemba's been clutch on the stretch like I said he was going to need to be, but an air ball by Tim Hardaway. Air ball, Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway takes the big three-pointer. 1 minute and 37 seconds left, and this is the thing with the Mavericks right there. You're going up against a team that's been struggling, a team that hasn't been playing good basketball. You get them into a spot where you have them, a team that isn't good in the fourth quarter and hasn't been able to make big shots or big plays recently. Although everybody remembers Jayson Tatum's incredible shot in the fourth quarter against the Bucks game 1 to beat Giannis's team, but and the Bucks in that game 1 on that bank shot three-pointer. That was incredible, but we're just saying, like, as recently, the Celtics have been one of the worst fourth quarter teams in the league. You have a big lead on them, 10-point, 11-point lead. You let them hit that Kemba Walker shot, and you just play undisciplined basketball. You don't take the best shots, you miss the big shots, and you let them crawl back into this game. And now the Celtics, this is the situation where, the Celtics probably have hit some lucky shots. The Kemba Walker shot, the first one, on the 4-point play or whatever, that was probably a really lucky shot, but that doesn't matter. The Celtics got hot, and this is just not this is not good shooting by the Mavericks. Not good play. Missing the big shot. And I don't know why Tim Hardaway took that shot. If he made it, that would have been great, but didn't let Luka take an easy drive to the rim. And if you let a team like the Celtics crawl back into the game, this is a very talented team. And while they may not be hitting shots, recently in the fourth quarter, they've been doing it today. And this is where, you're gonna give up a shot. This is not looking good for the Mavericks. This is probably where they're going to fold. And this is a game where you really wanted to win. Get back to 500 potentially, but I don't know. It doesn't look the most promising right now. Right now they're reviewing whether Jayson Tatum did touch the missed three-pointer, the air ball by Tim Hardaway. Right now they're reviewing if Jayson Tatum indeed did touch it. So, after the review, they determined that Jayson Tatum did touch the ball, so the Mavericks keep it, luckily. So, kind of a forced shot there by Tim Hardaway. Shot clock resets to 14 seconds, I believe. And so now the Mavericks have a chance to to make things happen. Here's Luka. You're going to try and run the shot clock down. Jaylen Brown on Luka playing some aggressive D. 9 seconds. Luka. He's got Tice on him. That's the matchup you wanted. You're going to go. Luka. In trouble. You got to go. Jalen Brunson. You're going to need a miracle shot. Shot clock violation. Celtics ball. Luka. And an offensive foul on Jalen Brunson. Great play there on Kemba. Great defense by Kemba Walker, and they call offensive foul. That was a great defensive play by Kemba Walker, just not letting him do anything crazy with the shot. And that was great defense by the Celtics. Again, the Mavericks folding here late, giving up some bad shots, and just giving up some bad shots. You got to lock up on the three-pointers. That's the only way that they were going to come back in this basketball game was quick buckets or three-pointers, and you let them have the three-pointers. Incredible defense. Luka kind of just not great defense. I mean, not great offense right there. I didn't know why Luka didn't want to take the shot. Brunson's been making shots all game, yes, but not that one. I trust Luka more taking a three-pointer where he can create a little separation on Tice than an opportunity where he doesn't create, where Jalen Brunson has to take a leaning fade into Kemba Walker from the three-point line. That's definitely not the ideal shot in this situation. That's not what you want to do. Another foul. And Dallas was down. I mean, they just said it. Dallas up 12. And late in the game, when you're up 12, you don't let them crawl back into it. And now the Celtics have about a minute. They have a minute and 20 seconds right now left in the game. Who they can get whatever shot they want to try and win it. Walker is actually going to shoot the three-pointer. He misses it. Luka gets the rebound. Kemba trying to make it. He's been feeling it all game long, but that time, not so fast. Luka going to try and run this clock down. Give it to Brunson. He's been a shot maker all game long. Great defense, Kemba. Brunson going to go in, and he throws it to Tatum. What are you doing? But then Tatum throws it to Luka. He throws it to Luka. Brunson, corner three. That could have been the dagger. These teams are keep trading each other the ball, and now the Celtics have a chance to take the lead. Brown, pull-up jumper, good. 37 seconds left. Jaylen Brown hits the pull-up jumper. And now the Mavs are behind. He throws it. Brunson throws it to Tatum. And then Tatum throws it to Luka. And then Luka doesn't take it and he gives it to Brunson. Jalen Brunson not performing well here late in this basketball game at all. Jalen Brunson with multiple big turnovers and a big miss there. Man, Jalen Brunson has been having an incredible night, but right now he is not having the best fourth quarter stretch at all. In fact, it's pretty horrendous, if you ask me.
Okay, let's read.
So here we are, late in this basketball game. Dallas down 1. They're going to need a bucket. I mean, this game has come down to the wire. It looked like Dallas was going to take the win, but. How a lead like that can be so deceiving. Dallas had a 12-point lead late in the game, and they let the Celtics team come back. 37 seconds left, 105-104 Dallas. They need to get a bucket on this possession or else they're going to have to foul the Celtics. Luka getting the ball. He hasn't really been taking the shots. Brunson has been taking most of the shots, and he's on Jaylen Brown. Luka's going to need to make a big shot. He's going to need to do it. He goes in on Brown. He gets it back to Jaylen Brunson. Luka has it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Luka, great defense by Brown. Tice, DONCIC, fade, step back. Good! Luka Doncic with 15 seconds left. It's an incredible step back fade on Daniel Tice. That's what you want to see. Luka, step back. Jack, baby, let's go. 107-105. Are you kidding me? Doncic, how about that? The Celtics down to 15 seconds remaining. We're going to see what the Celtics do. What a shot by Luka. Needed it. Dallas needs him. When they need him the most, he comes up clutch. That's just how you need your star player to be able to make those shots. And you've seen in the past, Luka knows how to make those types of shots. And right now, he hit the big one. So Boston will inbound with 15 seconds left from the sideline. So this is very manageable for Boston. If you're Dallas, the main thing here for the Mavericks, You don't want to give up a 3. Don't let the Celtics take the lead. Marcus Morris hit the big 3 in the playoffs. So Brown going to go in. He's going to go for the rim, and he's going to get it. 9.5 seconds remaining. Mavericks have the last shot. They're going to go for it. 7, 6, 5, 4. Luka. 3, 2. Good! Good! 4 more remaining! There it is! Luka! Just like... What? Just like he did earlier in the game. Just like he did against the Clippers. Luka Doncic. He hits the big one. Double teamed. It doesn't matter. He will not be denied. The Mavericks tried to blow this game. Luka says no. No. No, 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 no. 0.1 seconds left. It's pretty much impossible for the Celtics to win. I literally think it's the most impossible thing. They look defeated because you can't hit a 3-pointer in 0.1 seconds. You have to tap it. So pretty much it's the Celtics lost. What a play. 0.1 seconds still on the clock, of course. It should have been the buzzer beater. 31 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Luka, 2 assists shy of the triple-double. But how about that? Luka with the step-back 3-pointer. One of the best games of the season. How about Luka Doncic? Oh my gosh. What are you going to do, man? The Celtics are just defeated. They don't know what to do. They got to inbound it with 0.1 seconds left. You don't have time. You have to shoot a 3-pointer to get to that. I mean, what are they going to do? Like, I don't understand. You're just going to try and, like, what are you going to do? You're just going to, like, they don't even know what to do. Taco. He's through that. Taco Fall getting his time. And the Mavericks win 110-107. What a win for the Mavericks to get to 500.
What a